Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Peoples. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Working the middle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Tate. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on in this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Washington Huskies offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Calls his own number. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Tate. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Williams will pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Makes the catch. It's Evans. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Boston. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off play action. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Oh, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Sayin. The short hands, it's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st. Trying play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. See if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Sayin. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Fires to the big fella. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Makes a connection. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Open space at the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Unloads to the right. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Huskies! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. And he just throws it away on 3rd down little sliver of hope. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Evans.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. He'll keep it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Finds some fresh air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a gap, it's Peoples. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Pressure coming, and he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking left. Pulls it in. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he can't connect on the throw, it's incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington sends out the punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On the run, it's Peoples. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. To the air, it's Sayin. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Right back to the well. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Strong, firm tackle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Connection to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Williams will pass. With the catch, it's Evans. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. On target over the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Sayin. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on 1st down from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. It seems like on every snap, he is right in the quarterback's grill. 2nd sack of the day, and maybe Joey Bosa and Chase Young and Vernon Golston better watch out. There could be a new single-season sack record at some point.
And when you mention those guys, when you watch the game, they always had their imprint on the game. They always dominated football games, and this guy's dominating the football game, single-handedly making that quarterback have to think, where is that guy? We better block him because he keeps hitting me.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Washington sends out the punt team. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The quick out. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The toss sweep to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking for a crease, it's Peoples. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Run in the red zone. It's Peoples. Powers through the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go right back to the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
24, Washington, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And after the failed connection on second down, this offense faces a third down. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Tate. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They punt it away on fourth down. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Going to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Williams will pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and first and goal, I think a lot of people get very conservative. Let's run the football. You know, let's be very predictable. You can't be predictable, right, Palmer? You got to be aggressive, but what happened?
Well, I like the idea calling a pass play down there, but hey, for quarterbacks, it's touchdowns, checkdowns, or throwaways. You are not taking a sack under any circumstance right there. That quarterback's got to do a better job having the clock go off in his head to keep his offense in good position to score.
Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Using the quick game. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. In the red area, it's Peoples. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Here comes the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after.
They're on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the Stix here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Evans.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Breaks the tackle. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Bring in the heat. He's going to take off. Quarterback got it himself. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped at just short. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking for space. It's Peoples. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Catch in the middle. It's Tate. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Reading the option, it's Sayin. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The give to the back. Inside the 30. He's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Ohio State 38, Washington 17.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Williams looking for a man. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Green. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Huskies will hustle to the line. Williams will pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Williams looking for a man. Here's a heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Washington wants to go quickly. wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good job running that route to get past the Stix because he got nothing after the catch. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Second down coming up.
Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Brings up second down.
Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Williams will pass. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up for the PAT.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.